Painted in 1881, Pierre Auguste Renoir's Bouquet of Chrysanthemums is one of his most refined still life works. Through the vitality and richness of the flowers, it expresses the pure visual delight that painting can offer. Now housed at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, this canvas gently yet clearly conveys the unique charm of Renoir's still life art. Unlike his portraits, Renoir approached this work with a freer, more experimental spirit. As he told his friend and critic Georges Rivière, painting flowers allowed him to test tones and values without fear of failure. This sense of liberation is evident throughout the canvas. Bouquet of Chrysanthemums thus became a space for both artistic exploration and a demonstration of Renoir's mastery of color and brushwork. Though best known for his figure paintings, Renoir produced many still lifes throughout his career. In floral works especially, he was free from the constraints of portraiture, such as posing, expression, and structure, and could instead indulge fully in color and form. This painting exemplifies that freedom. There is no central figure or narrative, just chrysanthemums filling the canvas in a seemingly natural yet carefully composed arrangement. The choice of chrysanthemums is significant. In Europe, they were associated with East Asian culture, particularly Japan and China, and gained popularity during the late 19th century wave of Japanism. In Japan, chrysanthemums symbolize the imperial family, longevity, and nobility. Renoir's use of this subject reflects both a decorative interest and a subtle engagement with exoticism. Chrysanthemums, with their complex petal structures and diverse hues, offered Renoir an ideal subject for exploring color and texture. The flowers appear to bloom freely, yet their placement is carefully composed using contrasts of size, color balance, and spatial depth. The viewer's gaze is drawn across the canvas in every direction. Renoir's brushwork here differs from his treatment of skin in portraits. It is bolder and more spontaneous. He layers paint thickly, at times delicately and at others vigorously, emphasizing the texture of the medium. He often softens the flower's outlines, capturing not only form but also light and atmosphere. In this way, the chrysanthemums transcend mere representation and become painterly symbols, products of interpretation rather than straightforward imitation. The color palette is rich: yellows, whites, reds, pinks, and oranges interplay dynamically. Renoir arranges them not just in contrast, but in active dialogue, with each hue affecting the others. Light, a core concern of Impressionism, filters through the flowers, creating delicate transitions of brightness and shadow. These are not simply tonal gradations, but expressions of depth through color, a hallmark of Renoir's mature technique. Of particular interest is his depiction of white chrysanthemums. White is treated not as absence, but as layered nuance, blue-tinged, yellowed, or blushed with pink, revealing the Impressionist belief in the infinite within a single color. For Renoir, still life painting was a realm of freedom. While figure painting required caution and fidelity, still life allowed him to break and rebuild without hesitation. This encouraged bold experiments and led him to approach painting as a process of intuitive composition and expression. Bouquet of Chrysanthemums does not tell a story or offer a lesson. Instead, it invites viewers to experience a decorative pleasure that is both sensual and aesthetically rich. Renoir saw decoration not as superficial, but as central to visual art's essence. He often said, "I paint to decorate walls," revealing his belief in beauty as purpose. While his still lives were long overshadowed by his portraits, recent reappraisals have acknowledged their artistic importance. This painting, in particular, reveals Renoir's deep engagement with color, light, and the act of painting itself. Bouquet of Chrysanthemums symbolizes both the diversity of late 19th century French painting and the freedom ushered in by Impressionism. It quietly celebrates the joy of creation and the richness of simply looking. The flowers, bursting with life, seem ready to sway in the breeze, an eternal moment suspended on canvas. For Renoir, this was more than a still life, it was a tribute to the act of painting itself.